back to my channel. As you can see, you know, little celebration, we hit 10,000 subscribers. We did celebration. You already know I've been busy, you know, I've been busy. Last week I had a little break, so if you was all thinking what happened, where was Friday's video, your girl had a little break. I had a little celebration break, I'm not gonna lie, but we're back now. I'm here to celebrate with you guys. We've got wine, one of my favorites, Barefoot Moscato, the only wine I like. Well, this kind of, the range is the range that I like, but if this was Pink Moscato, then it would be my favorite of all time. But Barefoot wine is just always my thing, so we've got that. And we're gonna have a little pizza party, guys. We're gonna have a little pizza party because I want to say thank you for all of you just rocking with me. You already know the vibes. Like, I've got everything there in front of me. I'm gonna try and make a pepperoni pizza so that we can, you know, have a little chit chat. I can tell you guys what's going on in my life, and if you don't want to and you just want to make the recipe, then obviously skip that or watch it. I mean, if you're here, then clearly you like the content. Let's get straight into it. Also, the balloons are there. You may not be able to see it because it's focused on me, but basically I actually hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Obviously, you guys know that already. And then I hit 50,000 followers on my Instagram, and I hit 300 on my TikTok. Like, what? That is basically nearly, let's count it, that's 360,000 of all of you that's basically rocking with me, supporting with me, commenting on my things, trying my recipes. That's crazy. I mean, that's absolutely crazy. So I couldn't really think of anything else to cook other than pizza so that I can have wine and, you know, we can just have a good time and enjoy. So obviously we're gonna have a chit chat at the end, so let me not even make this long, but I just again want to say, you don't understand, thank you so much for 10,000 of you. You don't understand how big that is. I'm so thankful. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so as you guys can see, I've got all my ingredients here. You're gonna need some weighing scales, a sieve, a bowl, a measuring jug. I've got a spare one just because, yeah, you never know. And then I've got my cheeses, some grated mozzarella, a 4-blend cheese. So that's probably got like Gouda, red Leicester. Let's actually see what it's got. Mozzarella, mild cheddar, Gloucestershire cheese, and grated Monterey Jack cheese. So yeah, got a little bit of a blend. We've got some pepperoni, we've got some tomato puree, passata, baking paper, plain flour if I said that already. We've got some yeast, we've got some garlic salt, and basically just seasonings for our sauce. So this is what you're gonna need, and a few other things that I will put in the description below. So let's get straight into it, guys. Okay, so the first thing I actually did was I preheated the oven, and it's basically just on about 200 so that it can get really hot. Obviously, as you know, or if you don't, get your weighing scales, press it to be on. Obviously that's the wrong way. Let's do this again. So basically, put your bowl on, like so. Then press on and wait till the number is on 0. Once it's on 0, get your flour and your sieve and begin to sieve out your flour. Now you're gonna need 400 grams. So what you can also do is sieve this in a separate bowl if you wish, to make sure that you get it on point. Me, the way that I work, I kind of just go with it, like how I'm having fun. Just take your time, sieve it in a bit at a time, like this. What I'm gonna do, see, this is what this comes in handy for. I can rest that on top and there'll be no mess. So now you're gonna need some caster sugar. So you're gonna add a teaspoon of that, but again, you are going to sieve it in, don't forget. So just sieve that in. And finally, your Active Dry Yeast, which should come in sachets like this, basically, and then it should already be weighed out into like 7 grams. So you don't need to weigh this. We can literally just open it up, sieve it in like that. It doesn't really need sieving, to be honest, but we do it anyway. Then once you've done that, you can take it off of the scales, Put your scales to one side. And then here I have 200 mils of water. You could need a little bit more, but you won't need it for now. What you want to do, just get a spoon and just mix the dry ingredients together until they are worked in. And then once they're worked in, you just want to make a little well in the middle like that, and then begin to add the water slowly. I personally don't like to add the whole thing because, you know, you don't want to add too much. And then make sure your hands are clean, and then just begin to mix it in. You kind of just want to mix it in, but don't be vigorous with it. Just make the wet combine with the dry and do it gradually. So I'm just going to keep on adding in the water. And this is a good bowl to use. So basically when I make doughs, I try and use this bowl because it just, I don't know, it's really good for making doughs. So yeah, just keep mixing it in and kind of like kneading it into your hands because it will begin to form a dough. I think I may need a bit more water, but we will see. Or we may not. I may have got it just on the money with about 200 mils of water. Let's see, because my hands are getting a bit sticky, so I don't want to add any in yet. Let's just see, I'm going to add a little bit more. Just don't want it to get too dry. I hopefully won't need to add any flour to this to get it any more dry. But let's see. I may have added a little bit too much. Or we may be okay. And this excess that you have on your hand, just like take it off like this. Just get all that dough off as well, so you can rub that into your dough. And if you don't know how to knead, you basically just want to push your hand into the dough and scoop the dough back underneath itself. So that's how you get your dough nice and worked together into a ball like this. I am going to do it for another 15 minutes. You want to knead your dough until it's nice and soft, and then spray it with your olive oil and then cover it and leave it to proof. So yeah, you guys will be back to see my dough in 15 minutes. Okay, so I've kneaded my dough. My arms are tired, honeys, but you're now going to spray with olive oil spray, just a couple, and then you want to get some cling film and then literally just wrap it and put it in a warm place. So that could be me, I put it in my living room because my living room is always warm, or you can put it in front of the oven, you know, basically just somewhere where it's warm. Doesn't need to be hot, just warm. So I'm just going to wrap it around like that, and then when we come back to it, it should have doubled in size, or at least got a bit bigger. But normally it just about doubles in size. So go and put that in a warm place and let it rise. And now we're going to get started on our sauce. Okay, now normally if I didn't decide in the morning that I was cooking pizza, then we would do this on the fire or on the stove, whatever you want to call it. But because we're cooking it like straight away, this is my top tip. If you make your sauce get hot, your dough is going to become soggy, basically. So you're gonna make it cold But trust the process, it's going to be cool. Like a lot of people that I know that have tried my pizza have been like, raw, this is good. And I'm like, yeah honey, that's me. So you're going to need some passata. Again, I'm going to do this at eye level, but I'll let you guys kind of know. It's about half of this, and this is 500 grams, so let's say 250. Then I'll use a tablespoon for this. So we've got about, let's add about a tablespoon and a half of tomato puree or tomato paste. And then again, trust the process guys, it adds a really nice level of sweetness. And what I would normally do is add sugar to my pizza sauce, but because we're not putting it onto the stove, I'm going to add ketchup because it's going to add the same amount of sweetness. So I'm going to add a tablespoon of that and mix it all up. So this is the start of your quick pizza sauce. And get all of that mixed in. You may need to use a whisk just to get all of that tomato puree worked in. We may actually need a bit more tomato puree. I might make it two tablespoons, just because you need that deep tomato flavor. Let me know as well guys if you have any particular toppings on your pizza. If you like barbecue base, that's definitely a favorite of my family's. If you're watching this, yeah, you know me, because I'm the only one in my whole family that doesn't like barbecue base. I'm sure there's no one else that doesn't like it, but I'm always the one that ends up getting a margarita or a little pepperoni, you know, keeping it classic. Okay, so once you've kind of got that all mixed in, and mix it well, because as I said, you want to basically get the tomato paste mixed all in. Then you want to add some garlic and herb seasoning. Gonna add about a teaspoon of that. Then you're gonna add some garlic salt. Put it on this side. I'm gonna add about half a teaspoon of that. Well, let me say a quarter teaspoon of that. Then you're going to add some oregano as well. I'm going to put about half a teaspoon to a 3/4 teaspoon of that. But again, you already know, the ingredients list will be in the description below. You're going to add some dried parsley. That will be about a 3/4 teaspoon as well. You're going to also add some ground white pepper. That'll be about a 3/4 teaspoon as well. You want to go heavy on that. If you don't have basil, like me, fresh basil would be great. Dry basil, fine. Italian seasoning, even better. You know, you can improvise. So we're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of that. And then you just want to give it a mix. Mix it all together like this. And then that's basically your quick pizza sauce. You know, just something if you're trying to get it done. You know, you might be having a little pizza and wine party like me. You might just be thinking, you know, you've got the kids over, you know, you might be having a little kids party. You know, I'm an aunt, I don't have kids myself yet, so this might be something I make for my niece and nephews, you know, so that's basically it. I will give it a taste because you should always taste to make sure there's enough salt. And that is all. Actually, see, don't sleep on me, you know, I told you guys, my palate is crazy. My palate is good. The one thing that is missing though, because you know me, I always need to add something. It actually needs the sugar. It's missing the sugar. And I know that if I trust my gut, as much as I'm not cooking it on the stove, I think it's going to be alright. So I'm going to add a teaspoon just to balance out the acidity of the tomatoes. Like, trust the process, okay? Let's add half a teaspoon on top of that. Why not? Why not? It's a celebration, so we don't need to worry about them calories. You already know the vibes. You already know. And you're making it at home. Pizza at home is a lot better than getting it out, you know. Then just mix that up. Mix it, mix it, mix it, and there you go. I'm not even going to taste it. You know, I'm not going to taste it because I tasted it before and it was nice. Now that I've added the sugar, I already know it's going to be vibes. So we're going to literally put that to the side. Or you can put it in the fridge just because you want to keep it cold. You don't want it to get hot. If it gets hot, then yeah, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's going to make your base soggy and it's not going to be nice. So yeah, just put that to the side. And then wait for your dough to rise a bit more and then we'll get it cooking. Look at our dough. It's pretty much doubled in size. This is exactly what you want. Doubled in size. I left it for about 45 minutes to an hour. Just because I wanted it to get nice and soft. So yeah, like if I push that now and it just bounces back. Perfect, nice, soft dough, perfection. Ooh, look at that! It feels like a cushion. Yum. Okay, cool. So now, what you want to do? This should make 2 big pizzas, basically, because you want to measure it out so that it's about 1 inch thick. Where are you guys? But I've literally just separated it into 2, so that we can do 2 pizzas. So what I'm first of all going to do, because I gotta keep everything clean, you know the vibes, I'm going to wipe down my area, and then I'm also going to dry it off. I'm a bit of a clean freak, people. I just like to make sure everything is clean, but that's what you're supposed to do. And what you want to do, you want to get some flour. Just sprinkle it onto the surface that you are working with, just to get it dry. What you're now going to do, get your rolling pin and just roll your dough out, turning it throughout. Because basically you just want to get it to good shape, and then what we're going to do, we're going to stretch it out ourselves. So just keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, like that. Even give it a flip over like that. I should really have my apron on. I don't have it on. Just keep on doing this. Make sure you kind of get it to the sides as well. Yeah, keep rolling it out until it's about like that thin. Like you don't want it to be too thick, basically. It's about, I don't know. Guys, you will be able to tell. Basically, separate it into 2 and then roll it out until it's quite thin, but not too thin. So let me hold it up to the camera so you can see. So like that. So this is tray 1. We basically have a pizza tray that has holes in, but you can just use a normal baking tray. I've covered it with baking paper, and then I've literally just lightly dusted it with some, what's this called again? Cornmeal. Yes, cornmeal. Obviously fine or coarse. Right now I'm using fine, so that'll be okay. And then literally lift up your dough, put down your tray, put your dough onto it, and then just begin to like mold it to the shape of your tray. So just push it out, turn it if you need to, and that's the trick of having the paper on, because then it won't stick. And then putting the cornmeal basically means that it won't, obviously it won't stick anyway, but it also will have like a crispy bottom, basically. Yeah, that's the way to do it. So just press it, make sure it's even, so you might need to fold some bits over just to make sure that it's even. Your nice flat base. And then what I'm going to do, once I've finished pushing it out and just getting it all flat, I'm going to cut this so that it's a circle shape. So then basically, yeah, you haven't got all these bits that will burn or, you know, catch. So I'm just getting my toppings ready. Got my pepperoni here like so. You don't want to add too many toppings to your pizza because it will make it soggy. We're going to literally just add a spoon at a time. I personally like mine with a lot of sauce, but obviously the more sauce that you add, the less crispy it's going to be. So just keep on kind of adding in. Like right now, this is my 3rd tablespoon of sauce, so I feel like I may need maybe 2 more. 1 more, 2 more, it depends. We'll just keep kind of spreading it out like this. Spread it out, spread it out. And then I think this will make it good to go, because as I said, you don't want to add too much sauce and then it becomes soggy. We could have also done a little stuffed crust, but you know, I'm just trying to like get a nice quick pizza going, so you know the vibes. So now we're going to go in with our cheese. First cheese I'm adding is some grated mozzarella, of course. You can use fresh mozzarella if you want. I like to go in with grated mozzarella. And then a 4 cheese blend. This is just for a bit of colour as well, personally. Add a couple handfuls of that and then just begin to spread it around. You guys already know it's pizza. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple. Add a bit more mozzarella. A bit more. Just make sure you push it out to the edge a little bit. And what I would normally do, if I had time, I would have made some garlic butter, brushed that along the sides. Boom, but we ain't got time today. We ain't got time, so I'm gonna have to just keep it. Some pepperoni. This. I feel like I'm creating a little pattern here, or am I just going with the flow? I don't know. I feel like there's got to be one in the middle. Okay. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. Hello Shan's Pizzeria. And then what I also like to do, sprinkle it with some dried parsley on top as a really nice flavour. And then once you have done that, you just want to get your scissors, as I said, cut the excess paper. Here we are. Here is our first pizza, our pepperoni one. How's it looking, guys? I think it looks pretty good, to be fair. So yeah, I'm going to put this in at 200 for probably about 10 minutes. It could take longer than 10. You guys will know in the end, okay? So yeah, let's get it in. Yeah. Gosh, this is a lot of cheese on this one. Into the oven. Now, my other pizza's been in there for about 5 minutes, so let me see. Yeah, it's not there yet. So I'm not going to put this one in because I didn't say before, but the best tip is to put this at the base of the oven. Don't put it at the top, because then you'll have a cooked top and an uncooked bottom. So wait until your other pizza is done and then put this one in. Here we have our pizza. Now tell me I didn't do a good job, because I'm sorry, but this just looks, you know, sorry, I'm even having to get the lighting all right. Look at how delicious. You know, should I open a pizzeria? Should I have made some jerk chicken and just sprinkled that on top? Because honey, and it's hot as well. Look at the, okay, can you just hear the crispiness of that? Can we just look at the base? Look at the base. Okay, let's turn it. Let's turn it. Look at the base of the pizza. I told you guys, don't play with me. Crispy, crispy, okay? Try this at home. Try it at home so you don't need to be, you know, going out there ordering your pizza. This took 10 minutes to cook. 10 minutes to cook. Look at it. delicious. Our other one is in the oven. We're gonna have a little pizza and wine party, guys. Yeah, I sliced it up. Who is ready? Who wants some? Who wants a little slice? Just look at that pizza. Come on, you telling me I didn't do a good job? The base is nice and crisp. Yeah. Who wants some? Let's do this. Pizza and wine vibes. Our other pizza is in the oven. I nearly said in the fridge. In the oven. There we go. Pepperoni pizza. Margarita in the oven. Okay, people. Here is our margarita. You can see I've changed locations to my living room. Welcome your family now. You know, we've hit 10K. So basically, we've got a new location. If you send me the location, then I'll be right there. We have our margarita. If you can see that there on my grandma's tray. Yeah. You already know the vibes. If you know, you know. Then we have our pepperoni. And I told you it's a pizza slash wine party, do you know what I mean? So you've got some barefoot, so let's just get it open and cracking. You see that? Yes. Beautiful sound on a Friday, just saying. First of all, I would like to say cheers to you guys because you've just been amazing. I mean, I can't believe I'm hitting all these milestones. 300k on TikTok, 50k on Instagram, 10k on YouTube. I'm so hot, oh my god. If this was pink Moscato, it would be heavenly, but Moscato is just, you know, obviously don't drink if you're underage, but if, you know, get your wine, have a little. This one is hot. It's hot. It's differently hot. We're gonna go in. We're gonna go in. I feel like this one is probably standing out the most. Let me just get you guys a little slice there. Obviously congrats to me, but congrats to you guys too. I mean, we made it, so let's get into it. I'm actually going to pull it apart so you guys can see. Hopefully it's still hot. And it is. It is. It's still a bit hot, but it's not. That one's going to be stringy apart. Let's just take a bite. That's yours. This is mine. That sauce, oh my gosh, I'm so hot. You can't get better than pizza and wine, you know. You can't get any better than pizza and wine. Hello, thumbnail. Oh, all my wine drinkers out there. I need to just set up a little something because, honey, now, this one hot, you see, just come out of the oven. Now I'm going to go for this nice big one here. Obviously, it was a square, but look, what did I tell you? I told you guys, crispy base. Alright, that's better. That's better. Okay. Let's get into it. There you are. Now let me take one. No, this is so fire. Guys, you know that I always ramble on and I say, food tastes so nice, oh my god. No, seriously, pizza and wine is my thing. So the fact that I did this, my ladies, if you're watching this, let's do a thing. Should I do like a pizza and wine live thing? I think that should be a thing. Look at that. I know you want to buy it. I know. Make it at home and you'll be able to get some. Oh, look. Look, it's waiting. It's absolutely waiting. Your favourite bottle of wine. I make this, obviously. If I was doing this with my niece and my nephews, we can have a little mocktail. You know, make them feel a little bit grown. Or maybe, I don't know, a fruit shoot or Ribena. A few people answered my Q&A on Instagram, so I will share some of those answers. One person asked me, I think it was, do I love cooking? Absolutely, absolutely. Like, there's nothing I love more than cooking. What else? Well, someone also asked me if I would be doing cooking classes, and absolutely one day I would love to do that. The main goal first is to kind of do a restaurant, yeah, or some sort of food service. Like, that is what I actually really want to do, but I would prefer a restaurant. A restaurant is my goal. I would like to have my own brunch. I would love to have people come out and like have fun and eat my food at the same time. That's definitely something I want to do. Yeah, and all in all, that's a couple of the questions that was there, but I'm going to do an actual video of it. But yeah, I kind of just really want to say thank you for all of you guys for rocking with me for this long. Like, we're nearly at the end of the year and I reached my goal. Like, I fully reached my goal. I didn't think I was going to reach the goal of 10,000 followers, if I keep on saying followers, subscribers, if I'm honest with you, because like, I'm just doing what I enjoy. So the fact that people are really supporting me and rocking with me, it really means so much to me. If you know my story, then you know it's not been the easiest story for me. I've been through quite a lot in my life. If you don't know, then I mean, should I tell you more? I don't know. Should I do a story time about it? Some people know, some people don't. So of course, if you don't, then I mean, yeah, I'll go into it in a different video. But yeah, essentially, this is just a thank you and a little pizza party to say I love you guys so much, and thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. See you in the next video. I'm about to get down. You know, ingredients list will be down in the description below, so go and make this at home, go and enjoy, and thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. See you in the next video.